It was just a misunderstanding. It's like that one thing that's going around with Suga and GD. Nothing bad actually happened, but somehow it was made into a bigger deal than it was supposed to be. You guys have probably seen people talking about that Suga interview, right? So he brought up a moment between him and GD back when BTS were just rookies. G-Dragon came up to him and started a small conversation, asking him what his hoodie said. Apparently, it was just a cheap $14 hoodie, and Junkee didn't know what it said, so he couldn't even tell GD. So, from what I'm seeing, the point of the story was to contrast where they are now to where they started. And another point was to highlight a moment with someone he looks up to. BTS are not shy about praising Big Bang. But I guess some people are taking that story and turning it into something that it wasn't meant to be. They're saying that it was inappropriate of GD to even ask that. He should have somehow known they weren't that well off. And there are even accusations of bullying. None of this even makes sense to me though. Because if you guys know GD and you know Big Bang, they started off extremely poor too. GD and Taeyang once told a story about how they had to break into their manager's room just to find a morsel of food because they were starving. So I think if anyone knows how it feels to wear a cheap hoodie, it's GD himself. Luckily, there are also a lot of fans coming to the rescue, pointing out all of this and more. Like how GD, the senior artist, still bowed 90 degrees to the rookies that you now know today as BTS. Hopefully, that doesn't cause any unnecessary